Alright everybody, we're back. It's an off day today, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hurry up, put this car together. I already got this one trick that this guy told us to do, was to put skim coat on it, which is basic body filler. Because as you saw in the last video, we did get this run right here, so we have to hurry up and get that out. So Jose won't be here today. He's got some stuff he has to do. So it's just me today. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff on my mind right now, but we're gonna go ahead and get the bumper all put together, the fender on, and then the only thing I won't put on right now is the door handle, but I'll have everything else put on, well, other than the door put together, I should say. So we're gonna let this dry. We're gonna hurry up, put the bumper on. I noticed in the GoPro that the lights are messing around with it, so it's doing something weird to all the colors. So I'll probably just record here on my phone. I know I'm not gonna be in this shop all the time. I'm gonna be moving back, so just bear with me. Like I said, I'm gonna record it on my phone. We're gonna get everything put together, so I'm just gonna put you in fast forward. And yeah, so just bear with me. Alright everyone, just finished up. So you guys see what I was doing right here. I was taking this heat gun right here. This was kind of bent in a little bit, so it was causing it to, if she were to hit a bump, it would hit her tire and make a noise, so I didn't want that to happen. So what I did is I heated it up and kind of like, not melted it, but bent it back. So yeah, it looks pretty good right now, so I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Gonna let it cool down really quick and then see how it looks after it's done cooling. If I need to do a little bit more, I will, but other than that, I think it turned out really good. So I am just about done. I just gotta screw in a couple more things here on top, and then we should be good to go. So yeah, that's what a really quick put together is. You know, it doesn't take long to put things together since you already know how it comes apart. So other than that, we are good to go. So like I said, this seems pretty dry right now, so I'm going to take 1,000 grit, sand that down first, and then I'll move on to 1,500, sand it down, and then I'll move on to 3,000 or 2,000, sand that down, and then we should be good to go. So this is a trick that I learned in a meeting, and the guy and I heard it before, but I just didn't believe it. So this is actually a good opportunity for me to try it out. Now what this is skim coat. Like I said, it's like basic body filler, fills in your pinholes and everything. But what this is gonna actually do is it's gonna help me so I don't cut through on the clear. So what this is gonna do is it's gonna actually cut down the runs faster than it will the regular clear right here, if that makes sense. So during the process, I'll just do like not a step-by-step, but basically show you once I'm sanding it. So this is gonna be a little bit, just because I'm using 1,000 grit, there's not that many teeth on that sandpaper, so it's gonna take me a while just to basically sand this down. But once I have it sanded down, then it's gonna be a lot more smoother. Like I said, we got a little sag right here, a little sag right there as well, but this was our biggest one. And then everything on our bumper, the one I showed you earlier, there's a little bit, but letting it sit overnight actually cured up pretty good. So there is a little bit of a run right here, but this was actually previous. That's what my cousin was telling me. He says, no, this was here before. So we'll probably just still try to sand this down the best we can, and then good to go. But like I said, this car has been painted before. Once I took off the fender, I think you guys seen it in the video, there was a dent here on the frame rail. All the hardware right here on the bumper is not for the bumper, so they actually just probably bought some screws out of a bucket, screwed it in there. So it's harder for guys like us because then we have to fix everyone else's mess. Like this right here, all the tabs are broken on this, so it's kind of hard to make it stick properly. So if they do complain about this, I am gonna have to tell them that they need to replace this. But other than that, I think we should be good. Like I said, I mean, my gaps aren't perfect. That's what sucks about this, is just because everything under it isn't perfect. So yeah. But other than that, we are one step closer. So I'm gonna hurry up, sand that down, and then we should be good to go with the polish work. And then I'll probably just give it a quick wash after I'm done, and then set it outside so they can come pick it up and on to the next car. Yeah, so let me hurry up and do that really quick, and then I'll show you the finished product. Well, the 1000 grit wasn't working. It was taking me forever. Should have known, but I just went ahead and went with 400 grit right now. That's a really strong grit. I wouldn't really recommend it, but this run was so big. As you can see, the outlines right here. So you can kind of see where I'm not cut through, but like I cut through on the body filler. But you can still see, right there, how there's still a little bit of a drip. So I still got a little bit of sanding to do, so I'm going to stay away from this part right here from the 400. I'll probably switch to 800, and then switch from 800 to 1000, and then from 1000 to 1500, and then we should be good. So I'm going to hit these other spots with 800 grit right here. But yeah, this is where I'm getting concerned, because it's coming out pretty nice and smooth. It's getting flattened down, but the runs are just still there. All right, just finished up the Mazda. My attitude's a little bit better. I have the Chevy in the detail shop. I have it all I sanded it all down here. We're about to polish it over there. I'm gonna take my polishing machine over there as well. Kind of like how that one polishes better than the shop here. Nothing against Classic Auto's polisher, but I paid good money for that one, so I kind of want to use mine. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna polish it right now. We're gonna do basically compound to see how it looks. If I have to sand on it just a little tad bit more, but I think everything looks good on it. I'm hoping it looks good. It was just really orange peely, so I just sanded down the top as of right now. If they don't like it, then I'll sand it down again and do that. But like I said, we're kind of on a time crunch right now, so I got some other stuff I have to really take care of, but I really need this car to look good as well. So, you know, yeah, let me go ahead and let me clean up here first, because I won't be back here. I'm just gonna go straight out. So need to clean up the shop first, pick up my tools, and then go finish up the car. So it shouldn't take me too long to polish it, probably like another hour to polish and wash it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then what I'll do is I'll probably just cut you off to the next scene. So give me one quick second. Just finished up cleaning back on this. So we're gonna go ahead and start polishing. We're gonna use compound, like I said first. So basically the detailer has this numbered already. This is 2, this is 3, and then number 1 should be around here somewhere. I can figure out where you put it. So I know number 1's around here somewhere. Sometimes we move stuff around and we never put anything back. So let me see if we have 1 at least. No. I see 1, but I don't see the bottle. So let me look around. Like I said, let me polish this really quick, and then I'll show you how it looks, if we still need to sand it more, or if we're good to go ahead and polish. So let me do that really quick, and I'll be right back. Just finished up my polish work. That looks pretty good, so I think I'm gonna go with that. It's really hard trying to see what parts you missed during doing polishing, especially with white. You need like a special lighting. I know we have good lighting in here, but it's not the best. If we had a light stand, then that would probably be better, but I did check it over 3 times. I had to go over 2 more times. But I'm down to my swirl free remover, and what swirl free is going to move is those little swirls that you see, little lines right there. It's going to remove all of that, make it nice and neat. And then once we're done there, we can go ahead and give this a wash. After the wash, then we can give it back to the customer. So everything's going good so far. I am going to tell them that if there's anything wrong, or if they just don't like the paint, bring it on back free of charge. It's a guarantee. So I'm here to fix cars and make them look good, not to destroy them. So like I said, I do that with all my customers. Whoever just doesn't, if you don't like the paint, bring it back. I'll fix it. So no problem about that. No, you won't have to pay again for the fact that you already paid to have it fixed. So that's a guarantee that I give everybody. Everyone seems to like that guarantee. Haven't had to repaint one yet. Usually when I do is for the fact that we really messed up on it and we really need to repaint it. Then I'll just paint it right then and there, and I'll just call the customer back and tell them that we had to repaint it. Something went wrong. But yeah, so let me finish this up, give it a wash. I'll give you the last walk around. But yeah, other than that, I think we are gonna be good to go on this car. Like I said, this car isn't the greatest looking car. Like I said, it's been in a wreck before, and the front end's not really fitting, which I don't like, but that is the best I can do. Until they want it really fixed, then we're gonna have to start replacing stuff on the inside, get it all fixed. I think this might need to go on the frame rack just to pull it out just a tad bit, because my headlight sits a little bit funny, so I'll mention that to them as well. Like I said, it's not gonna do anything, but in order for me to get my lines perfect, yeah, they're gonna need to do more work to it. But you know, I don't know how long they're gonna keep this car. They could keep it, you know, for another 2 weeks and then end up selling it. Or they can keep it for another 5 years and then just not do anything to it. So it's really up to them what they want to do. Like I said, I will show them that up front. But other than that, we are basically on the last step. So I will try to put like steps in the videos, like what kind of grits I used and everything. My brother was telling me that. He says if she kind of like tell us this is the first step, or tell us like what type of sandpaper while the clip is playing. So I'm gonna try to do that in this video. But he says all in all, everything was going good. I noticed in my last videos, my angles to my GoPro weren't the greatest. I did tell you that I was messing around with them, trying to still figure it out. I think the last 2 videos of the truck, they're gonna turn out pretty good. I messed with the angle a little bit, and I think I got it to where it looks pretty decent. So let me finish this up. We'll do the last final walk around, and then you know how the video ends. So let me finish up. So before we polish, I'm just going to show you 2 different types of pad that I'm going to be using. This right here is an orange pad, and this is a white pad. It doesn't look white for the fact that it's got some different colored polish on it, but if you guys could feel this, this is a little bit more rougher pad. This is your cutting pad. Now there are different types of colors for different companies. This company happened to have orange, so I just bought orange as my cutting. And usually most of the companies, they like to use white for the swirl free. So that's what I'll be using for swirl free. So this will be step 1 and then step 2. So let's get polishing. All right, just finished up the car, detailed it, cleaned the windows, vacuumed the front seats. Everything turned out good. I'm actually pretty happy with it, how it turned out. So let's hope they're happy too. If not, the guarantee is still on the table. If they don't like it, we can go ahead and repaint it and make it look good once more. So if that needs to be. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Now, like I said, I'm going to try to edit the video a little bit different. Put the steps in to show you what I did in order to fix up our mistakes on it. But yeah, so this car, the only thing that's missing on this car is the stripes. As you can tell, you can see the black stripe right there. I am missing that. I didn't order it fast enough, so I am going to order it still, and then whenever they get a chance, or if not, I'll tell Gage that I can do it when they're in town or whatnot, or he can do it as well. So it's not that hard to put on stripes. It's actually easier than what he thinks and what a lot of people think. So that's it, you guys. Thank you again. Like and subscribe. Tune in next time. I think I'm going to take about like a week or 2 off of basically working these side jobs. I need a breather. I got some stuff to finish up at work as well. So that's it. I do have to fix my truck. I forgot to tell you guys, I did sell my truck, so now I have to get all this stuff fixed. I had a bad battery, so I had to replace that. That's the first thing. I got to put in speakers in the fronts, and then I still have to mess around with a little bit of wiring, but I don't think I'm going to touch the wiring just because I'm not good at it, for one. And 2, I shocked myself too many times to even mess around with wiring. So I'm good with that. I'll probably just have a mechanic shop probably look at it, or Wild Things here in town to look at it for me. So everything works. What's weird about that, everything works, but when I go to turn on my night lights, my brake lights don't turn on. They work, but they just don't turn on. But my headlights turn on. So that's just a weird thing. Like I say, when I push on the brakes, the lights turn on, my turn signals work. It's just the running lights in the back just don't work. So I got to figure that out, but I'll probably have someone else do it. So yeah, that's probably the next video that I'll do, is just me messing around with the truck. I am going to take it to my buddy Gage to get it all detailed, get it all polished, make the clear look nice once more. I've always wanted to polish it, but I just don't have the time right now, and he is the go-to guy to get stuff polished. So yeah, I'm gonna be taking the truck to him. We'll probably do a little bit of a video as well, so get him basically doing little short clips as well, like I do on Instagram. So stay tuned until next week. Once again, guys, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time.